For Inside Carolina, I'm Taylor Vippolis, and this is the Insider Rundown where I'll cover what I'm hearing when it comes to this UNC football team. The biggest storyline heading into this upcoming UVA game centers on Carolina's offensive line where, despite the experience, it's a group that has struggled out of the gate. To be fair, it's been a patchwork offensive line early where Brian Anderson essentially missed the entire Virginia Tech game, and then Josh Ezeudu missed last week's contest. I don't mean to give the Carolina fans bad flashbacks, but with these injuries, I've been told that this is slowly turning into a who's on the bus situation in regards to availability. Carolina has been evaluating Ezeudu throughout the week before his status for Saturday is determined, and offensive coordinator Phil Longo mentioned earlier about Anderson not being 100%, meaning he's playing hurt. It's a position group that can ill afford another injury and setback to that expected continuity that we thought we would see up front. That's been the biggest obstacle for this offense to overcome, and there have been certain areas where it's tried to compensate for those issues, like countering with a quick passing attack, adding Sam Howell to the run game, and trying to create mismatches with more athletes on the field, like inserting Kamari Morales at tight end. Regarding the offensive line, when UNC takes the field on Saturday, the first thing you should look for is who is out there and who looks like they're going to play, because that very well could determine the outcome of this game. While on the subject of availability, I checked the forecast for Saturday in Chapel Hill, and it is possible that a storm is coming, meaning that cornerback Storm Duck could make his much-anticipated season debut. When asked, Jay Bateman told the media on Tuesday that Storm is getting close to being back, and it wouldn't shock him if he's ready to play Saturday versus Virginia. That would be a huge boost for this Carolina defense, especially since it just lost Day-Day Hollins to a season-ending injury in the secondary. Before an injury shut down his 2020 season, the staff believed that Duck was not only the team's best option at cornerback, they thought he was the best cover corner in the entire conference. When healthy, he blankets receivers and has the ability to shut down half of the field. You can imagine what that does for a defensive coordinator, to where he can start to dial up pressure knowing that the field has been condensed. It's worth noting that Duck has dressed and been available for both of Carolina's first two games, with the staff being cautious about his return, so this is just another wait-and-see scenario for the Tar Heels. One player that I think you will see more of ahead of this crucial conference matchup is Cedric Gray at linebacker. Carolina is high on his potential, and after not playing defensively against VT, he found himself out there early and often in week 2. Gray is an outlier in that linebacking corps, being that he provides length and a bigger body in comparison to others. According to sources, he's a player that could push Eugene Asante for playing time. Asante has gotten himself in trouble this season, falling for the eye candy, being that he's been a step or two late at times, filling his gap or covering his assignment. That aspect is going to be critical this week against UVA's offense that tries to get defenders to overthink and overread scenarios. That's the rundown for this week. Stay tuned to Inside Carolina for more football coverage in the lead up to Saturday's game against the Wahoos under the lights in Kenan Stadium.